Hello viewer, come on in and welcome to 54A. Hello viewer, right then. The water droplets illusion bowl is something like that kind of thing. This is just a little practice piece that I've been working on, but I'm going to put it on this. I've already shaped this, so it's a piece of alder. I've never turned alder before. It's a bit weird. Your tools have got to be so sharp, and you can still feel the ridges of the different grain. It's a very ripply kind of wood, so that's what it's going to go on. It's just something to mess around with. Now, I can't take any credit for this whatsoever. This is not my idea. I met Wayne Clasper at Coventry, and he showed me the bowl that he'd done and went through the method with me. I've also watched his video. Apparently he got the idea off William Hunt, and so on and so on. I just typed in, I think it was painting water droplets or something like that on YouTube, and there's all different artists come up and show you different methods on how to do it, airbrushing on different materials, and so as I say, it's not my idea at all. This is just my version of it, and I want to show you how I did it. It's quite simple really. Before I carry on, hopefully by the time this video goes out, I'll have these little pen blank centre finders up on my website. They're really cheap, so I'm not going to post things out every day like I do with other things. I'll only post these like once or twice a week. It keeps the costs down on me travelling up to the post office all the time. Again, there'll be free postage to the UK. Anywhere else the postage will probably be more than what this is going to cost you, but if you want one, they'll be there. Right, I'll just show you the paints that I'm going to use on this water droplets bowl. Okay, they're all enamel spray paints. The one is engine blue, gadget blue, which is lighter, and gloss white, and a clear lacquer. Cleverly set the camera up so I'm not advertising the name of the company, but I think you all know who they are. A well-known car accessory and cycle shop. Okay, I'm just going to flatten the surface of this off and mark where I'm going to put the little bowl bit in the middle. Extremely sharp tool for this wood. Still quite rough, you can feel the ripples, but let's see. I want it quite flat really, and that's not bad at all. It's very nearly there. So I'm just going to mark where I want to put the bowl bit. I'll think about there. Yeah, I think that'll do. I'll do a little bit more work on here, turn the speed up a bit. I'm going so gentle, I'm hardly putting any pressure on at all. Oh, that's getting there now. I think a good sanding will do that now. And I'm going to use a bowl sander for this. Well, this is the new bowl sander, and it comes with 4 of the pads and some discs. So you just plop it in. There you go. When you're finished, you don't have to take the sandpaper off. Just change the whole thing. This comes with 2 75mm pads and 2 50mm pads, and it's a great piece of kit. Right, next stage is to put the base coat on. It's really weird wood this, because I can still feel ripples in it, although it's perfectly smooth. It's very strange, but it doesn't matter for this. Right, I start off with the lighter blue and just give it a couple of coats. Good shake up the old rattler can. And that'll do for now. Let that dry and I'll give it another coat. Sort of have to attack it from all angles to make sure you get in all the grain. Right, that's nice and dry now. Left it for a couple of hours. Now just to spray the water drops on. Just got a little sprayer here, but you can flick it on with a brush or your fingers or a dropper. Put as much or as little as you want on. I'm putting quite a lot on this. I don't know how good it will look. A few big drops on there. And when you've done that, you get the darker coloured blue. Now this is the important bit. You've got to spray those water droplets very level as you can, from the one side only, and keep the spray can a fair way away. And when you've done that, get the white and attack it from the other side to give the shadow effect. tiny bit more dark blue from this side. And now, the really important bit, see it's all been sprayed, leave it to dry, overnight preferably, because all those water droplets have got to evaporate, which will just hopefully leave the blue and white paint that I've put on. So I'll see you tomorrow. Right, that's been left overnight and it's dried off really well. All the water's now evaporated and it's looking good. But do not, under any circumstances, touch this surface, because the paint I sprayed on the water is literally just sort of lying there. It's in a very delicate state, so you've got to stabilise it, and that's where the lacquer comes in. So give it a coat or two of clear lacquer before you think about touching the surface, because you'll just wipe it off. That's got a good coat on there now. I should probably give it another coat once that's dry, but I'll give that about half an hour to dry, give it a second coat, then I'll be able to pick it up and actually touch it. That's all nice and dry now, so I'm going to do the bit of a bowl in the middle and then finish it off, tidy the edges up. Yes, I think I'll go a bit deeper than that. Oh, that's looking better. Now I'm going to use this side scraper that I'm still working on, still grinding it and getting it to the shape that I want. It's lovely for finishing the shape of bowls off. bad. Bit of a sand. Now of course there's overspray on the edge of the bowl here, so that's just got to be tidied up as well. That's better, a nice crisp, clear, clean line now, and same there. So all I've got to do now, sand that up, sand the back of it up a bit and the edge, and a quick polish, and I'll show you the finished article. And there it is. See the ripples in this wood? Yeah, it's perfectly smooth to touch, but you can actually feel the ripples on the wood. Just take it around a bit. See the effect of the bubbles. That's come out really nice. I'm very pleased with the effect of this. I have to go slow so the camera can keep up with its focusing. Nice polished centre, and as you can see, if I can pick it up, it is perfectly flat. Although the bubbles look like they're raised up, it's perfectly flat. Very pleased with that. The light is really hitting it a lot, so it might be a bit overexposed, but there you go. So that's it, the water droplet effect or bubble effect. I'm so pleased with that. Look at the finish on that. We've got a coat of lacquer. See, it's nice and flat. You can see those bubbles and the ripples in the wood. Oh yes, very pleased. Of course, that's got a lot of small bubbles on it. This practice piece I did earlier has got a few large drops on it. Same kind of effect. I tried one with a black base coat and still kept the blue and the white when I was spraying the water bubbles, but that's come out quite well as well. It's just little practice pieces I've been doing, and then I had a mad practice at doing the outside of a bowl, which is really difficult to spray, but the effect has come out a treat. This is an old ash bowl I was just had lying around, and there you go. It's come out not bad at all. The only problem with this is trying to spray in the one direction all the way around, so it'd probably be better to fix some kind of little turntable. You can actually spin the wood round and keep the aerosol in exactly the same place for a revolution, and when you do the white, spin it the other way around. But that's something I'm going to have another practice at, because the effect on the outside of a bowl looks lovely. How I'd do the inside I haven't got a clue. That would be really difficult to spray, but you know, I'll have a go. Something might come of it. So that's that. So I've got the little pen blank centre finders now. That's going on my website, and I think the big bubble bowl will be on the website as well. I haven't got room for anything else here, so it's got to go. So these, I'll post them anywhere, but beware the postage if you're abroad outside the UK. Would probably be dearer than this, so it might be better if you ordered this and a centre finder. I'll do a little deal on the pair. I'll work something out. Okay, that's it. The illusion bubble or water droplet bowl is done. It's a success. Really pleased with it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon for the next one. Bye.